In this video, we're going to show you how to make your simple data dashboards that you can make in Excel using pivot tables, just a little bit fancier. And this is also easy. So here's how we make this. First, we need a pivot table. So select and make a pivot table. And let's use the reading scores here. So we need to put them in values and in the rows. If it were a mark all that apply, then we just have a count of each thing. But on something like this where it's all in one column, we need both. And then we need to get our slicers. So click in the table and then go to Pivot Table Analyzer. And let's choose gender, race, and grade for the slicers. And I want to graph percents because it's just easier to think about and look at. So we need the total of what's in that table. And if we just put a formula in to get the total, that's what I did there to get the 22, we're going to have a problem if we use that as the denominator because it adds from B4 to B7. And see there, that group of demographics does not have level 4. So it's adding the total in with the rest. So we have to get around that. So I'll show you the formula that I use for that. Okay, there's the formula. I put a if error so that it won't give me a #NA if it doesn't have something, because I need to add these numbers together. So I'm just doing a VLOOKUP over there, and I look up in that array, and I look for what's in C4, C5, etc. And this way the numbers work. You get a 0 if that level isn't there, and you don't add the total in, it just works. So give that a try. Now I've copied the row headings here where I'm going to set up to make my chart, and I want it to be percents. So I'll click in that cell over the sum, and if I hit F4, puts those dollar signs on for me so I don't have to put my cursor in there. F4 gives you the dollar signs, and then just pull it down and turn them to percents. So that's what we're going to graph. So select it, insert. We could do just about any kind of graph we want. Pie chart. Let's do a bar chart. Let's do that, yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you how to fancy this up a little bit. First, select your columns and see how the options change over there on the Format Data Series, where because we've selected the columns, we've got series overlap and column width. I'm going to change the column width to 50% to make those fatter. And now we're going to go find a shape in the insert. We're going to change those columns to a shape. Any shape you want. We'll use an arrow to start. So we want it to be, I'm going to make it a little bit fatter because my columns are fatter. And we want it to be about the size of the biggest arrow because it's going to change shape as the numbers change. And so you just kind of gauge it like that. And then, I forgot to copy it, go copy it. And then just click once so that you've selected them all and paste. And then you change your bars to whatever shape you wanted, and it's going to look a lot more like an infographic. Then to get that dynamic title, you have to refer to a cell. And if you want it to tell what N is, write the words in one of the cells. So let's say % of students at each level, comma, N equals. And then we'll write a formula to concatenate that with the number that is N. So equals that, and then go click in that cell. And then just click once on title, and you have to go up there in the formula bar or it doesn't work. Okay, now your title is dynamic along with the graphs. And now it's just a matter of put it on the other page, change the colors, pretty it up, and you'll have a... So I made another page and I named it Dashboard. I changed the colors in the slicer and I changed the colors of the arrow. I had to repaste the arrow in Then I went to page layout and took the grid lines off, so it looks like a white piece of paper. And it looks more like a dashboard now.